Thank you for reminding. Okay, so I'll just repeat quickly. So last session we discussed the story of Diti and Aditi. Diti and Aditi were two sisters. They were real sisters, married to Kashyap Muni. Their husband was same, and how both of them showed different characteristics. Their nature was totally opposite. Aditi had all the divine qualities, whereas Diti had all the demonic qualities. So today we are going to discuss in length what is divine and what is demonic. So demonic, you know what is demonic? Like Ravan was a demon, Hiranyakashipu was a demon. So we call those people the characteristics, the qualities we call them demonic, qualities. People who are demons, their qualities are demonic qualities. Whereas people who are good and they're saintly, they have the divine qualities. So today we are going to discuss in length about these divine and the demonic qualities. So actually there are 26 qualities, which uh, Mahaprabhu has given us, 26 divine qualities, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has enlisted to us. So I'll quickly read out to you in one short lines. So such a person who is divine, he is kind to everyone. He's full of mercy, and he's even whether somebody is his enemy, he still be very kind to such a person. Second quality, this person is very humble. He does not he does not quarrel with anybody. So being humble means that he's very honest. He's very natural. So whether somebody praises him or doesn't praise him, whether somebody is praising him, he doesn't become very proud of his quality. So he's very humble. Third, this person is truthful. So truthful means, suppose like as a devotee, if I have taken a promise that daily I will be chanting, say 16 rounds, then or maybe if not much, even if I'm chanting 5 rounds, I will keep up to my promise. I will follow the four regulative principles. Means I will not eat meat, I will not drink liquor, I will not have illicit relationship, I will not do gambling. So person basically is this devotee is very truthful. Next quality is he is equal to everyone. How it is equal? Because he sees that Paramatma or Lord is sitting in everybody's heart. So whether it is an animal or whether it is an insect, whether it is his friend, whether he is his enemy, he sees that Lord is sitting in everybody's heart. So he treats everybody equally. Then he's faultless. There is no fault in him. Why? Because he does service to Krishna to the best of his abilities. So such a devotee is considered to be faultless. So even if he commit mistakes, because he is very sincere in his service, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that such a person has no fault. Next, we have charitable. This person is gives charity because he knows that my charity is going to be used in service of Krishna. Then this person is very mild. This is the seventh quality. This person is very mild, which means he does not, have take too much of pleasure in materialistic. things. He always remains peaceful because he is very happy in Krishna's service. He is very happy and contented in Krishna consciousness. Next quality is he is very clean and very pure. So what is the meaning of clean? So basically, from outside, we are daily cleaning our body. We are taking a bath. We are brushing our teeth. We are maintaining cleanliness in our body. But when it comes to cleanliness of soul, how do you clean the soul? Well, you clean the soul by chanting every day the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So it is so such a person is clean because he's daily chanting the names of the Lord, and he keeps his body clean by taking a bath, putting on clean clothes. So if you remember in the story of that Diti and Aditi, that how Aditi was not even taking bath every day. And that is why, towards the end, when Kashyap Muni is telling her to observe fast, he's telling her that you're supposed to take bath and you're supposed to wear clean clothes, which means Diti was not even doing that much. So that is why a divine quality means you have to maintain cleanliness. Next quality is this person is very simple and he does not, believe in possessing many material things because he thinks everything is Krishna's property. So even if he is very rich man, he will use everything in Krishna's service because he knows that everything belongs to Krishna. So he's very simple, basically. Simple also means that trusting the word of Krishna. So now today in class, whatever we are learning, it is actually mentioned, but it is all said by Krishna. Now, if you argue and if you don't believe, that means you are not simple because you're not believing in Krishna's words. Like how a small child will believe whatever his mother says. Similarly, we as trying to be devotees, we should also believe that whatever Krishna or whatever my guru or whatever my teacher is saying is true. We don't have to argue, we don't have to mistrust. So that is simplicity. So a devotee, a divine quality is
Sebentar,
that person
sebentar.
should be
Puan,
simple.
puan, Pak. Pengajar dah. Sebentar.
Okay. Next, this person is very, very kind-hearted. He believes in the welfare of work of all the devotees, irrespective whether of race or caste. He works for the benefit of all the living beings. Next, he is very peaceful. So peaceful doesn't mean that you go to a peaceful place and, try to enjoy peace. But being a devotee, a person automatically becomes very, very peaceful. So he maintains. So this is a divine quality. If you started becoming peaceful in Krishna consciousness, that means you are seriously following and you have actually started developing divine qualities. Next, this person is completely attached to Krishna. So, complete surrender. So whether I am, suffering or I am happy in this material world, I remain completely attached to Krishna because Krishna is only going to look after me. So for such a devotee, it is complete surrender. Whether it is going to be good or bad in my life, only Krishna is my caretaker. Krishna only is going to look after me. Next, 13th quality is desireless. So this person is so satisfied, so contented within himself that he has no desires except desire to serve his guru, desire to serve Krishna. Next is he is very indifferent towards material possessions. So, he may serve Krishna with millions of dollars. He may help in the temple. Like how Prabhupada would say, you help in printing books, you help in opening temples. But then he feels everything belongs to Krishna. So I'm using everything in Krishna's service. Next quality, he's very steady, he's very fixed, which means that he is very dedicated to Krishna, he's very dedicated to his Guru. And, no matter what temptations come in his life, so many people try to, tell him that why are you following all this Krishna, all the time Krishna, Krishna? So, but the person is so confident about his Guru, so confident on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita that he becomes very steady, he becomes very fixed, he becomes very determined. Next is very self-controlled. So such a devotee, so we will also come to demonic qualities. We'll come to the bad qualities. So this person is uh, completely aware of all the bad qualities, and so he tries to stay away from them. So he takes care of his bhakti life. Takes care. He's very, careful in seeing that he does not do anything which is against the principles of Shastras. So he is very, very self-controlled. Then he does not eat more than required. So, sometimes people say that, oh, it is prasad, so I can eat a lot of prasad. No, in fact, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that neither you should eat too much nor you should to eat too little. So, basically, whatever you can easily digest, even in Ayurveda, we see whatever we can easily digest, that is what we should eat. And not, like too much greedy, we should not get about food also. So that is also one of the divine qualities that we should not eat more than required. Next quality is that this person is very sane. He does not get intoxicated by material enjoyment, and he keeps his requirements very, very minimum. So he basically he leads a very balanced life. He is very respectful. He offers respect to everybody because he knows that Krishna is supreme father of everybody. So he gives full respect to all. He has no material hankering, means he does not get again attractive to material things. Then he is very grave. He fully understands that, these material things can be taken away by me at any point of time. So his goal is very, very, straight. He knows that after spending this life, I have to go back to Krishna. So he does not get attracted by anything which is material. For him, everything is very cheap except love for Krishna. Next, he is very compassionate. Compassion means that you should distribute this transcendental knowledge. So if you are learning all these things in the class, you should try to inspire others to follow these things. Your family, your friends. So that is real compassion. Means real compassion is not in giving food to other people. Real compassion is how can I give whatever knowledge I am getting. So all of you are attending this class. So you will feel that whatever knowledge I am getting, why don't I share this knowledge to everybody? So that is the real compassion. Then the devotee is very friendly, because a devotee is friendly because he leads everyone to Krishna. Krishna is everybody's best friend. So he feels that if Krishna is my best friend, then why not others also become Krishna's best friend? Next quality is poetic. So which means that, not literally poetic, he doesn't write poetry, but anything that he sees in life, he connects to Krishna. So, like, for example, today, suddenly uh, I feel I cook food and suddenly some guests come in my house and I feel, oh God, I cook food and it's going to be less. But somehow with Krishna's mercy, the food is sufficient and everybody enjoys the prasad. So in that also I will see Krishna's mercy. So basically that is the quality that the person is very poetic. He connects everything to Krishna. Next is silent. Silent means not that he doesn't speak, but this devotee speaks only about matters relating to Krishna. He doesn't talk, he doesn't gossip, he doesn't talk anything extra. He talks only whatever is relevant to Krishna. And the last quality is he is an expert, means he can do anything for Krishna. And the expert thing is that he surrenders to Krishna. So these are, my dear friends, 26 divine qualities. So in our next class, and we are still continuing, but out of these 26 qualities, because many of them were little repetitive, so in the next class we will be picking up 10 divine qualities, and we are going to learn beautiful stories about some divine people who perfected their life because they exemplified, they showed these divine qualities in them, and so that from them we can learn a big lesson. So in our next class, we'll be learning interesting stories about, 10, I have picked up 10 divine qualities. So we'll be we'll be going through 10 short divine stories of these 10 divine people, right? So now let us move on to the demonic qualities. So what are the demonic qualities? Demonic as in those bad qualities. Demonic, as I said, comes from the word demon. Like we all know that how Ravan was a demon.
Sorry, Mataji, just to inform you, today the classes had a lot of terminologies. I was just thinking that we are not putting it in the chat. It would have helped, right? Or do you
Okay.
plan to put it later in the WhatsApp group? Because
Okay.
I don't know.
Demonic. What else?
And all the points, Mataji, even the divine points, all the terminologies, the qualities, like
Actually, I was thinking
and
my
then the
plan was that how you are signing, I'll just cut that portion from the video and I'll launch it separately, so that they can see. Do you think they won't be able to understand? Just ask, are they able to understand whatever you're explaining? The qualities, are you able to understand?
Mataji, someone saying yes, they would like to have the words also.
Like to have the word. So
Hey,
actually,
there's somebody on the
I
chat also putting
so
yes.
actually the 10 are the more important ones. So if you want, I can put those 10 in the chat because as I said, many of them were like, the repetitiveness also. So I will just put these 10 important ones in the chat right away. And we'll be learning stories also about them. So these are the 10 important ones. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, Mat.
So now let us
Also
move on
put this
to,
on WhatsApp, Mataji. Neeta Mataji is saying.
okay, I'll do that. But will they be able to understand?
Mataji, now in the class it was explained, no? So that will help them understand that.
Ah, sure, sure. They can link it with the class actually. So these are the demonic qualities. This is what I'll just read out and you can sign. So the six demonic qualities are pride, arrogance, anger, harshness, basically very rude, ignorance, and conceit. Conceit, you can take it more as kind of attitude, like, if somebody has a big attitude. Clear?
Mataji, please put all this also on WhatsApp, Mataji. This one
Yeah, yeah,
also.
I'll definitely put everything on WhatsApp. Okay. So these people who have these demonic nature, so how do they behave? Basically, they don't know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Like somebody who's good, he knows the difference between what is right and what is wrong, because he knows the Shastras, he knows Krishna's words, what is Krishna teaching, what is good, but these people who are demonic, they don't know what is right and what is wrong. So Ravan, when he kidnaps Mother Sita, he has he cannot differentiate, because for him he's done a good thing. He likes a beautiful woman and he wants to get her married. So he cannot differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. Then these people do not follow Shastras, they do not follow the Vedas. So, like we all know, what does the scriptures say about other women? That we should not even look at other women as with any feelings. We should treat, except our own wife, we should treat all women as our mothers or as our sisters. But here in this case, we see that how Ravan did not follow Shastras. He kidnaps somebody else's wife, brings her to his home, and wants to marry. So he does not follow the what is being mentioned in the Shastras. Then such a person is very, very self-centered. He only thinks about himself. He has improper behavior. He's untruthful. He does not tell truth, and he's unclean. So we know that what is cleanliness now. So he's not even clean. He does not bother about his cleanliness, whether it is the internal cleanliness or whether it is the outside cleanliness. So what kind of character comes out of this? Such a demonic people. They feel that this world has no God. Because people who believe in God, they respect God, they have fear from God. But they feel absolutely this world has no God, because they are busy in sense enjoyment. They feel I am the center of universe. My enjoyment is topmost. Also, they what kind of work they are busy in? They are busy in destructive or illegal work. So you'll see that how all the criminals in today's world, or you know, many many politicians, what kind of work they are busy? They are always busy in illegal work. They are not bothered. For them, their own sense enjoyment is at the top of the priority. They are very proud, and they are very powerful. They want to be powerful. They think I'm perfect, I'm powerful, and all they want is all the time somebody should come and praise me. So as a result, what happens with so much of negative qualities, such a person goes to hell or goes to animal species, because he feels. Otherwise, what do we learn from Bhagavad Gita? We learn that Krishna is the supreme controller. We read that Krishna is the enjoyer. Krishna is the most powerful person. But this person feels opposite. He says, I'm the controller, I'm the enjoyer, I'm most powerful, I'm perfect. So I'll we quickly move on to just three more slides left. I'll just take you through the entire PPT together so that the flow doesn't break. So now, my dear friends, we develop these bad or demonic qualities because we spend a lot of time in the two modes, which is mode of passion and mode of ignorance. So passion means when we are too much into sense enjoyment. We are going to parties, or we are going all the time eating outside, or we are too engrossed in money matters, all the time money. So these are things in the mode of passion. So in such situations, we develop demonic qualities. Actually, in earlier ages, we would feel that demon is separate and the divine is separate. Good person is separate, bad person is separate. But now we see that both these qualities are actually within us. For example, you are having a you're spending and having a nice time in office, but suddenly your boss comes and shouts at you. So you also lose your temper. You also become irritated. If maybe you don't shout back because he is your boss, but you become frustrated and you angry, and the demon inside you comes out, right? So, my dear friends, it is not two separate people now. All the qualities, whether good or bad, they are within us. So, what happens when a person has these, bad qualities? So, it is said that there are three prime bad things which are called gate to hell, which means three prime qualities which actually takes you towards hell. And that is number one, lust. So, what is lust? Lust is you like something and you want it so desperately, you want to enjoy it so much. So, that feeling is lust. Now, if you get it, then you want more and you become greedy. So, for example, you win some money in a lottery, you don't stop at one, you want more, you want to win more and more, right? So, you have lust for money and you become greedy and you want more. But if you don't get what you want, then you become angry. So, lust, anger, and greed are said to be three gates to hell. So, basically, there is a big gate, and for example, you divide that gate into three parts. One gate is lust, one gate is anger, and one gate is greed. All these three gates, where do they take you? They take you to hell. In other words, they take you down to animal life. If he has a demonic qualities, if he has slowly develops lust, anger, and greed, believe me, that person sooner or later will go to hell. So basically, when we try to satisfy lust, when that is not satisfied, anger and greed comes out. Now, intelligent person is one who does not want to go down to animal species. Such a person should try to stay away from these three enemies, because these three enemies can kill us so badly that there will be no liberation from material life. We will keep on either coming back in the and human form and suffer, or we will go down to animal species. So, my dear friends, everybody has a choice. During the day, when you are having a normal day, nothing happens. But when something happens in your life, the choice is yours. Whether you whether you want to become a divine person or you want to become a demon. So if you want to become divine, then you must follow scriptures and you must try to escape these three gates to hell. That is lust, greed, and anger. And slowly, if you follow it, you come to Supreme Lord. Whereas if you don't believe in these things, if you become black like demon, then you reject what is mentioned in scriptures, act badly, become unhappy, and you come down to lower species of life eventually. So if one understands Krishna from Bhagavad Gita, associate with devotees, becomes Krishna conscious, engage in devotional service, eat prasad, chant Hare Krishna, that means he has learnt everything from the Vedas. He becomes perfect. So as Lord Chaitanya, has already made this process so easy for us. He just tells you chant Hare Krishna, engage in service, and just eat prasad. So that is the only request, that is the only simple process given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna actually personally likes these divine qualities. So if we want, to come close to Krishna, then we should not become a demon. We should try to become divine. We should develop all these good qualities because Krishna likes good quality. Krishna does not like demonic qualities. So, okay, so what is the purpose of all this explanation is choice is ours. Whether you want to become divine or you want to become demonic. So there was a lot of use of words because we are discussing about, qualities. So definitely words will be there. So I'll post all the words in the WhatsApp group and I'll also share the recording maximum by tomorrow. I'll try for today, but if otherwise, tomorrow morning I'll post the recording. So you can read these words and side by side. So I'm not giving you in WhatsApp 26 qualities. I'm only giving you 10 main qualities, which are most important. If you remember those 10, that is sufficient. No need to, learn about all the 26. It's good to learn from the recording, but if you just want to read, 10 is more than sufficient. So I'll quickly take you through the PPT and then we are open to question answers. Hare Krishna. Yes, we can start questions.
Mataji, can you help me by choosing who to ask?
Okay, from on my screen, I'll tell you the order. I've got Swati on first, so you can start with Swati. That's the order I'm getting. You can try with Swati. Keep your questions short so that everybody gets a chance to.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, so she had to rejoin. WhatsApp? Oh, add it on the WhatsApp, and you have to add her on the WhatsApp group, Mataji. I think she got removed. I think she's part of
Okay, I'll
B2C,
I'll
but
do
it's gone.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll do that again. Hare Krishna. Anything else?
Hare Krishna.
Okay, we can take Uma.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, Aditi and Aditi.
So Uma has made something. Is she saying
Who was the mother of?
mother of?
So Mataji, uh, so Vaman Mahadev.
हाँ.
The first question is, Mataji, Uma Mataji is saying her question. I think there are two questions. First question is that Vaman Mahadev was born. Who was the mother? And the second thing
Okay.
is Vaman Mahadev. Apparently, he didn't take 2 3 years to grow up. In just 6 days, he grew up. Is
Correct,
that?
correct. So that is right. The second is right. And first is his mother was Aditi. Kashyap and Aditi was parents of. So you remember that Kashyap Muni told both his wives to observe a fast. And Aditi, who had all the good qualities, she simply meditated upon Krishna. And Krishna himself came and took birth in Aditi's womb. And that is how Vaman Dev's incarnation came. So Vaman Dev's mother is Aditi.
Okay. And the second question is Mataji. Yeah, that it didn't take so much of time for Vaman Dev to get grow up. Also, in 6 days he grew up, and also the gestation. I mean, the pregnancy also was not 9 months like what is normal for all women to have 9 months of pregnancy. It was very quick. That's the question.
See, actually, if you look at the birth of Krishna also, when he comes in the prison as a son of, Devaki and Vasudev. So that also was not ordinary. See, Supreme Lord does not has to necessarily come inside the womb in the form of a semen, and it doesn't has to be a normal delivery. Krishna can appear in any way. So although Devaki was pregnant, she had a big belly and everything. But Krishna, when he came out, when he actually came in the baby form, he already had four hands. He already was wearing clothes. He was already wearing that yellow clothes and jewelry and mukut and everything. So Supreme Lord does not need to necessarily take birth like a normal birth. He can take birth any ways that he desires. Like within days, Vamandev grew up. Similarly, Krishna, when he came as a son of Devaki and Vasudev, he did not come as a normal child. It appeared to the world that he took birth like that. So it is Supreme Lord's will how he wishes to come. So Oma has made something beautiful, and I will share it in the group. Right now we don't have time. So she made something beautiful. I'll share it in the group after the class.
Mataji, she was saying that if you could please tell her what the drawing, there's something she wanted to write, pulling
Yeah,
something there.
she's talking about these different levels, Satyalok and Shivalok and Krishna Lok, etc. So I'll send her. You can mute. You can take the next question. Anshuman.
So, Mataji, you will tell her, right? Uma Mataji, what she wanted.
Yeah, she sent a write up. She wants to know about that write up.
Yeah, that's what she said, that in the painting she wants to put it there.
Acha, oh, okay, okay, okay. I'll because then it doesn't look like to be the complete painting. If she wants to go according to those 6, 7 steps, then the painting is not complete.
Hmm.
There are 7 different divisions, but in the painting, I do
I'm
not
sorry,
see
I'm
the
confused,
seven.
Mataji, since I haven't seen and I don't know what she's asking. She's saying
Ah,
she's saying that leaving the bad world and going Hare Krishna, the chanting saving us. That's
hmm.
what she's saying. If you could just nice some line which is very happy, makes us happy. 2 lines or 3 lines like that.
Acha, okay. Basically, she wants to complete the painting with that write-up. Okay. Tell her to take help from her daughter. Maybe I'll explain to her. She can call me. She can call me. Fine. Fine. Thank you. Hare Krishna. We can take Anshuman's question.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So the demonic qualities, sometimes like you said in the office, at home we are trying to be divine. I'm already 40 years. If I have 30 more years to live, how does this go on? This goes on. We are shifting between the demonic and divine
Correct.
all through.
Correct. Correct. So that is why best thing is to do continue very seriously with your chanting and attend classes. So automatically you will become purified. You will develop without any effort. You will develop these divine qualities. Only thing is you just need to stay away from intoxication and non-vegetarian eating and women and association with other women. and of course gambling. So if you stay away from these things and you're regular with your chanting and you're eating prasad, that itself slowly will, develop into divine qualities. So you really don't have to make much effort. But yes, of course, you should keep a watch on your negative qualities. You must keep a watch.
Mataji, what is prasad?
Prasad, the food that we offer to Krishna, whatever we cook at home, we offer it to Krishna and then we eat that prasad. That purifies us because Krishna has eaten that food. He's not started, then you must start very soon. Whatever you cook at home, your wife or whatever you cook, offer it to Krishna, put a tulsi leaf, offer it to Krishna and wait for 5 minutes, chant Hare Krishna, and when you take it back, you eat, every will become purified. We move on to
I've
Prakhar.
been doing it since 2 years, Mataji.
Yes, definitely. Hari Bol, very good. So that is simple process. We move on to Prakhar.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Hmm, don't have a question? No question.
Okay. Happy to see you. We'll move on to Ganesh.
Mataji. You're saying something, I don't know. I think he's happy, sort of. He's saying something. The family people, Mataji, bothering him.
That is a challenge which many people face. So we can just continue our prayers. Sometimes, holding a mala bag is very challenging. People don't like why you doing your japa in a mala bag. So then we tell them to do it on a counter, take that small machine and you can, so that quietly we can do and we can pray to Krishna that, because Krishna desires, he can transform the heart of our family people, our friends. He can do it. So we should be just sincere, continue to chant. That's it. Don't leave your chanting. You leave anything else, no problem. But just don't leave your japa because that is the only way that you can transform yourself, transform even other people. Move on to Ganesh.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Namaskar.
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. So I have two questions.
Okay.
Mataji, so how can, anger is such a feeling where, sometimes when we are watching some content on social media, sometimes the food is not good, we are angry. How do we control it, even if, we are trying to be nice?
Yeah, actually, anger is supposed to be very, very difficult. Other things can still be controlled. So it is said that anger actually should be utilized in Krishna's service. So I'll give you an example that how Hanuman was there. So when Hanuman went to Lanka and he met Mother Sita, and he goes in Ravan's assembly and he says that, please return Mother Sita. So, but Ravan is very arrogant. He makes fun of Hanuman, that how can a monkey, come here and he is telling me, I'm so powerful. So now Hanuman gets angry because for him, Lord Ram is everything, and he's taken Lord Ram's precious wife, and like Mother Sita was, Hanuman looked at her as mother. So Hanuman gets so angry, so he burned the entire Lanka. Instead of standing there and arguing with Ravan, what he did, he burned the entire Lanka. So basically, we should utilize that anger in Krishna's service. So the practical way to do it is that when you get very angry, you must count till 10, and wait. Instead of immediately reacting to your anger and start shouting, you should wait. You should count internally: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By that time, 50 to 80% of your anger would have already subsided. Internally, start chanting. When somebody is suppose shouting at you, start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, and ask Krishna to give you strength. Because personal experience, if you ask Krishna to give you that in moment of that weakness, moment of anger, trust me, you will definitely get strength. Immediately will come, Krishna will come and help you. So I know anger is very difficult to control, but if you're sincere in your japa, if you're sincere in your attending your these classes, then one day you'll control your anger also. You look at me, even I used to get very angry and very frustrated before I became a devotee. But now over the years, over 7 to 8 years, uh, you know, I myself feel now I don't get irritated with anything. I do get upset when I'm not liking something, but that anger will not happen. So it's a very slow process. So you have to be very patient, and in times of anger, chant and count 10. That is the easiest way. Okay, we move on to Rohit. Maybe next class you can reserve your question. And if you can type, you can text it also to me. You can type and send me your question if you can. Any language. Hindi, English, Marathi, Kannada, Bengali. I can Google Translate and I can understand what you're typing.
Mataji, are you saying direct on WhatsApp?
Yeah, yeah. My number, you can directly send me a message. Not group. My number. We can move on to Rohit.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So, I have two questions.
Yeah.
So, relatives and families, when we have sweets, 2, 4, or somewhere around, we don't put 3 or odd numbers. I don't know, they're saying that's not a good thing. Do you think that's
What?
connected with
What is the question again? What three things?
any sweet, Mataji? Sweet. When we put
Okay.
it's all only 2, 4, or 6, we put even numbers. We don't
Uh,
put 3 or 6. something the family says that some problem with these numbers 3, 5, and all of that.
These are
Is
all
that right?
actually you if you look at some families believe that they could be superstition also. And like when you're offering something to Krishna, you can offer it in any number. You can offer two things, you can offer three things, because Krishna is so pure, he will accept anything. But when we comes to our normal relatives and friends, they have their own belief systems. So you should not be too bothered about it. You continue your spiritual practice, and different people will have different superstition, different thoughts. So don't have to really get bothered about them. Any other short question there is, we'll take, otherwise we'll move on to Hemant.
Mataji, that will be the last question.
Hemant only is left.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mataji. Yeah.
Mohit, I think, came later on. We can ignore.
He went to the ISKCON. Uh, Tulsi. Where could the Tulsi plant is? Where can we put it? Could we?
What is the question?
Tulsi Mataji's Tulsi plant, I think, has
Okay.
died. The Tulsi plant has died because of the cold.
Okay.
And he was thinking
So
that
one is
where
during
should we,
code.
what
During
should we
code.
do?
Sorry.
What should we do with it? Can we put it at the temple?
No, don't put it in the temple. It's totally died. If the leaves, if the stems are still hard, you can use it during Damodar month. We use it during Damodar month to do Aarti. And if it is totally soft and it can't be reused, then you can bury it in the sand, or you can put it in the running water. What don't to the temple? What will the temple do? They will also throw it somewhere. So you simply put it either in the running water, or you bury it in the sand. You can take Hemant. Hmm.
There's no more time, Mataji. Hemant is saying we can take
Fine,
Hemant. No
fine, fine.
problem.
Okay, then we'll take up next time. So in the next class, we will have our we'll continue, and we'll be discussing the stories on the 10 divine qualities. I will also post these divine and good and bad qualities in the group. And just one thing, one quick opinion I want to take. Won't take 1 minute, Saurav. Anshuman was saying that people are not ready for the 50 minutes of japa every Sunday before the class. Is it so? Please, I want other people to react. No, we are not interested in the 3:45 to 4 o'clock japa. You can say thumbs up if you're okay, if you thumbs down if you don't want it. Nobody is okay. A lot of thumbs up are there. So people are okay. Anshuman, please, people are okay with the japa. What was his concern? Probably we'll discuss in the next class. He was saying that people are not interested in japa and I will take their japa. I don't know what was that. I believe even if two people are joining for japa, I'm okay with that. At least somebody is chanting. Okay, so you now Anshuman has seen himself that people are interested in japa. So we'll go ahead with 3:45 to 4 o'clock. Next Sunday also might not be a class, so we'll have it similarly. I'll talk to Saurav, and probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, someday we'll have a class. Sunday I'm traveling. So maybe next Sunday, instead of Sunday, we'll have a weekday class. Okay. And I'll tell Uma to get in touch tell her daughter to get in touch with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Somebody is waving at you. Next week, we'll take up your question. Next week. Can you text it to me? My number. Sorry, you take it. So you should raise your hand early. Is there somebody hearing in the family? I can talk to them.
He's asking what time is the classes, Mataji?
Every day, every Sunday of 3:45 to 5 p.m. This coming Sunday will not be a class, so I will inform accordingly. Otherwise, regularly 3:45 to
Mataji,
5
he
p.m.
is new. Can he be joined
Ah,
at the WhatsApp group and then he a
yes,
sign
please.
message,
Yeah,
a deaf
yeah, yeah.
person can be informed. Somebody can inform him.
Definitely. Definitely.
How do you have new members join, Mataji?
Somebody introduces them, somebody sends me their number, and I add them to the group. So tell him to, you sort of, you can be out, tell him to put his number in the chat. I will add his name. In the chat, he can just put his number. I'm waiting. I will not finish the meeting. Tell him to quickly send his number in the chat.
He's asking me where am I from. I said no personal questions.
Hmm. So I'm holding because of him. He can type his number in the chat.
Okay.
Can he type chat?
I think also has vision issues, Mataji.
Oh, maybe some other deaf can help.
Yeah, he's put his number, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. This is Mohit. I have noted your number. I'll put you in the group. Mohit Bansal. Thank you, Saurabh. So
Thank
that'll
you,
be all
Mataji.
for today. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everybody. Good night. Hare Krishna.